if I die tomorrow. I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no syrup. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
Yo, we are back.
What's up?
Hey y'all.
It's Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
It is a nerdy week. It is the Nerds of the Round Tuesdays. Yay!
I'm so excited for today's episode, but like all the stuff we have coming. I know you guys haven't watched Paper Girls yet, but I'm just gonna keep saying, please watch Paper Girls because it's so good.
I finally saw a trailer. It looks intriguing, so I probably will spend some time this weekend with
Everyone's like, "Oh, it's their answer for Stranger." It is not. Don't look at it that way.
So it's live action?
Its own thing. Yeah, it's good. Oh, like I had very low expectations, and I was honestly just like, "Oh shit!" Like they're doing a good like. It sounds like they're actually listening. It's on Prime. It's like the number 2 show or thing on Prime right now. So
cool.
They need to build that. I mean, they're stacking their stuff up. I mean, they got Lord of the Rings coming out. They got they just finished with The Boys and they signed on another season. They got Invincible. So yeah, Amazon Prime. They got the Fabulous Mrs. Maisel. So Amazon's doing their thing right now. But with Amazon doing their thing, let's see.
And Netflix got Sandman. Oof.
That's
can't wait. I can't wait for Friday.
Is that this Friday?
This Friday, I am binging the fuck out of that.
That's a series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was a movie.
No, it's only series.
It's how much I'm paying attention, right?
I think it's 8 episodes. If not, it's like 8 or 11. I can't remember.
Okay,
We'll
see. You got a binge worthy weekend. But announcements. So, guys, with announcements going on right now, make sure you guys are following Law's Twitch. The times for his showings are there in the descriptions. Every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sundays, you can catch Law live on Twitch. When pew pew pew, the times when he starts is in the description.
I may not this week because it just coincides with my parents' birthdays. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. My dad's birthday is on Thursday. So might be a bye week this week.
Just still subscribe. Oh, where'd he go? Why'd you do that?
I didn't do that.
It wasn't me.
I literally have my
my hands are here.
All right.
You want to know why StreamYard's mad because you're not going live this week. That's what it was. Next on the agenda, Beyond. Make sure you follow Beyond's D&D podcast. The Medusa's Cascade comes out every Saturday. The Medusa's Cascade podcast. You can listen to it on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts, or you could go straight to the Beyond website. Next on the agenda is that. Yes, today was a special day. As you can see the art in the background right there. Did launch Concrete Combat today on the Patreon page.
Congrats.
Hey, man. Congrats.
Definitely accomplishment.
Snaps to you.
I need it. Chapter 1, Part 1. So there are going to be more parts released on the Patreon page. Subscribe to the Patreon. The link is there.
How many parts total for book 1?
Oh man, it's quite a few. George is still lettering some of them. I did about 30 pages, which is probably going to estimate about anywhere from 25, 30 panels on the website itself.
Okay.
So yeah, this book is like 35 pages that I did. So it's probably going to be in an anthology series, but I have to shorten it down to 25. So I got to combine some pages. So I got more work to do. But yeah, the series is going to be released right now. The first 5 pages were released on Patreon. Mm-hmm. And one of our favorite characters returns, who was in the D&D campaign, Mizra Jespers. He's actually a sports announcer in the series.
And there's a Easter egg cameo from another character that I saw.
Yeah, you'll see that later. So there are quite a few. So there's a lot of fun stuff that's in there. It's going to be posted on the Patreon. And yeah, this has been you will love it because this is was also inspired a little bit by Dragon Ball and Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, and then it just started taking on a tail of its own. But yeah, that's Concrete Combat in its own. But talking about comics, we got a great guest.
I want to say 2 more things. One, my cousin just dropped a new single. I'll put it in the fucking links. It's amazing. And our guest of the show, friend of the show, Demetrius, just dropped his newest single from his newest EP. So I'll be sure to drop that as well. It's been a fucking fantastic day for music on my end. So
awesome.
If you want more music. So I'm gonna add it to there too. Is that Lou Cipher is dropping another album. The
Let's
creator of the
go.
Merge theme song is dropping
I was
another
wondering,
album.
man, because he's
He
been
is.
quiet.
He is. He's been working in the laboratory, man. He's been working in the lab, putting it together. What was it? He did a concert not too long ago, so he did a live show.
That's awesome.
So give him a shout out there. So Lou, you're killing it out there, bro. We can't wait to get you back on the show. Talk about your creative process with this next album that you got dropping, man.
I forgot completely. I have a guest spot on the Sketchfed new podcast that's launching at some point of this week, I think. It'll be a multi-part kind of series guest feature and then whatnot. There'll be more details when it gets released, but I just did the interview with Charlie yesterday. Yeah?
Cool.
For those who know, that's Reverend Charlie.
Was it Charlie and Sean, or just Charlie?
Just Charlie is it's going to be launched on their Sketchfed YouTube channel for the video portion, and then the just the podcast will be launched on their Sketchfed.
Cool.
And now, without further ado, because we got him in the back, ready to come out. He's coming out with pencils flying, ink driving, comic dropping, Kickstarter killing. First of all, let's play this trailer. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
I'm so ready.
And the trailer does not want to play. Here we go.
What's up, George?
What's up?
Hey, George.
It is. It's just slow.
And then we want to give it up for the one, the only Rodney Fyke. Rodney,
Hey,
Welcome back.
Hey, Rodney.
Hey, everybody, what's going on?
Nice to meet
Chilling.
you, because I know I wasn't here the last time.
Yeah. So are you a new permanent addition to the show?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
she is the fourth member. We're
All
growing
right.
we're growing like the NWO.
I love
Or
Nice
the
to meet
Generation
you.
X.
But welcome back. It is so good to have you back. Again, one of my favorite guests of all time. It's great to have
Oh,
you.
thank you. Yeah, you guys are absolutely one of my favorites all the time. I'm always pointing people in your direction. So
Appreciate it.
Thank
get
you.
them on there. You guys had Sean Forney on.
Yeah, a couple
we had a
weeks
great
back,
time
yeah.
with Sean.
Yeah. That's
We had a great time with Sean. We got to talk about his project and everything. Again, thank you guys for that, for introducing us to Sean. He's an awesome dude. But Rodney,
Congrats on your Kickstarter.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
congrats.
Goal times 3.
Right.
Let's go.
Yes.
So
It's this issue's been a long time coming. Just a lot of stuff in the background, backstage going on. So to get it up and to finally launch it, and we funded in 49 minutes was just like, thank you, Jesus.
Right. Right.
It's just you guys know, and when people aren't looking and the lights aren't on, you're pulling your hair and you're cursing the gods and you're squabbling back and forth with each other, and when it all comes together and it looks good, you kind of look at each other. Okay, did it again.
But I gotta give you guys credit though, because not only you, because you're out there, you're doing the shows, you're doing the artwork, you're doing the writing, but you also have your tag team partner Tina out there who's also doing the marketing and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
again, and it's not just and the great thing about Tina, big shout out for Tina, because she's also a big supporter a lot for indie comics. So again, she was a big supporter of introducing us to with Sean Fernie, and she goes out there, she has a bunch of people's Kickstarters. So I mean, that's definitely a driving force right there.
Yeah, you can't go out and ask people to support you if you're not willing to support others. So
Right.
we're definitely about supporting other people and pimping out everybody's like we always say, if it's not your cup of tea, just share it. As we just ask that you share it with everybody, because somebody else might like it. So,
Yeah.
We don't demand that you buy. If you don't like it, just please share it. That's it. And that's cool.
I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm gonna tell people for you, Rodney. Guys, shut up. Give him your money. Come on, let's double this Kickstarter. I mean, look at this beautiful page right here that you can get to see again with it. Again, these are some beautiful pages that you
and mind you, if you've been on the show with us and you've had Rodney on, you may remember that he was coming in here with Pitter Patter. And this is vastly different.
I was just explaining to a friend of mine. I was like, yeah, my buddy Rodney, like we got introduced to him with this, and all of a sudden he brings this, and we're like, who the hell? Is this the same person?
So we gotta speed up. So about that's to let you know. So Rodney was responsible for a children's book called Pitter Patters, but with 2 cats and everything. Rodney, I'll let you explain a little bit more.
Which we absolutely adore.
Please explain it, please. Yes.
Okay. So we started with peanut pudding and jelly, which are the kids, based on my brother and sister and I as superheroes when we were kids. We started with that. We did 6 issues of that. And that kind of ran its course, and we started doing Pitter Patter because we have all these goofy little cats. Our studio was in the basement, and when Tina and I first got together, I was allergic because I've never had pets in my life. So there was a rule they had to be upstairs. Nobody could be downstairs with me, so I could breathe. So and all day long I was listening to the pitter patter of the feet running around and playing upstairs. And then eventually, Sherman, the big fuzzy white guy, he won my heart. And when they're sitting outside the bedroom door and they're just crying, Mom's only going to take so much of it. Mom's going to be like, "Screw you, Rodney. He's coming in." So she lets him into the bedroom, and now they're all down here in the basement. And that's where it comes from. I'm a goofy person to begin with, and I never call him Sherman. I call him everything but Sherman because I'm always making up names for him, making up his voices and stuff. And it's just goofy, So I took that and rolled it into Pitter Patter, which is kind of an Abbott and Costello. You got a straight man and a goofy man. Mm-hmm. And I just have fun with it. Working on issue 3 right now. Finally back onto issue 3. It got put on the back burner for a couple different projects. So we're back onto that. But then I wanted to stretch my wings because a lot of people kept saying, "Oh, you're the peanut pudding and jelly guy. You're the pitter patter guy." So I was kind of getting pigeonholed into kid friendly books, which is not wrong with that, but I've got more to offer than that. So this story came to my mind with Roadkill Rampage, and I knew that I found an artist for it because I'm not drawing it. I'm writing it, and found an artist for it. He did issue 1. Life got in the way, so he moved on, and we picked up another artist for issue 2. Same thing. So we finally got an artist for issues 3 and 4. We signed him for 2 issues.
There you go.
He's gonna round out the series. It's a 4-issue miniseries. His name is Adam Fields, phenomenal artist here in the Ohio area, Midwest. And he's just, as you guys can see, he's just knocking it out of the park.
No, it's some real beautiful art, and it's funny because again, you went from the children's book, you wrote this book. I remember when we first got to read Roadkill Rampage, it was just like again, it was like action horror, and it was like, dude, what did we just walk into? Like, oh wow, it was like, and we were just again blown away by the art, the writing, the characters, and what do we put in our main character through in issue 3? Because we see them go through a lot with everything and on all that with the story.
Well, Tess goes through a whole lot.
Yeah, and we're not done with her yet.
What's up, Kira?
Issue 3, I'm calling it kind of the payoff issue, half the payoff. We're finally getting some answers as to what's going on. We're not getting all the answers, but we're getting some of the answers, which is going to lead right into issue 4, which is already written. It's already edited. It's done. And as soon as Adam's on, he just sent me pencils for 19, 20, and 21 tonight. So he got approved for those. So he's inking those tonight. He's coming on with me tomorrow night on Thursday Night Throwdown. So he's going to be working on pages tomorrow night while I'm working on whatever I'm working on. and he's jumping right onto issue 4 when he's done with issue 3. So we're excited. We're excited to finally wrap it up. And tell you something else. I was talking to Adam and I said, hey, we haven't told you what happens in issue 4 yet, have we? And he's like, no, why? And I was like, okay, how do you feel about this? I'm going to send you the script. When I send it to you, I want you to read it live on the air because I want the camera on your face when you see what happens. I want that.
No, that's awful.
You're okay with that? He's like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's do it. So that's what we're gonna do.
Set up and a half.
I mean, I figured,
Can you give us a hint?
She's like, I want spoilers.
If you don't have to, you don't have to. It's okay.
No, I'm trying to think how to word it to tantalize you even more.
That's sick.
You have to be conscious of what's going on and be cognizant of the big picture.
Okay.
That gives me nothing.
It's so cryptic. I feel like the entire run that we've watched so far in the comics, we're like, we need to know what's going on. Just tell us more. You're like, nah, but we're gonna give you some wild shit from left field, and we're like, Rodney, I asked for this, and you're like, not yet. Fine, I'll take what I get.
Yeah, there is something that's revealed in the early pages of issue 3. It's a flashback sequence, and we learn a little bit of something about somebody, and then we jump back into present time, where if you guys read issue 2, the way it ended was a total cliffhanger.
Yep.
So we pick up with where she is, where she winds up, and what the hell's going on.
Listen. All I gotta say is I want more of this dude right here. I'm like, this is again badass art in these comics that you guys have created. Again, a great story, and he's pulling people in, and it's just, I mean, it's like Pet Sematary meets Walking Dead meets
all of it.
Action.
It's a grindhouse theater. Give me all of it. Oh man,
and that's the beautiful thing for me is how rewarding it is to this image in my mind that came to me. Because I don't know if I told you the story of where this came from. Did I tell that story?
I believe that, but go right ahead.
I'd like to hear it. This is the first time I'm hearing it.
First time hearing it.
Okay, so I have a part-time day job where I drive, and I pick up and deliver fleet cars for pharmaceutical reps and companies and stuff like that. So I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. We drive to all the 5 surrounding states, so I could drive 600 miles in a day. So one summer day, I'd been out on the road. It was a Friday night. It was 95 degrees out. I was in Columbus, Ohio, driving through construction traffic on a Friday night. And I was stuck in doing 2 miles an hour. And on the side of the road was this dead baby raccoon. And he was just laying there, and he was so cute. And his fur was just blowing in the wind, and his little paw was out like this. And it's like you could just reach out and touch it. And my heart was crushed for him. I just felt so bad for him. So I drove past him, and I started thinking to myself, where was he going? Who's waiting on him? Who's going to miss him? What, and then my mind
tragic backstory
with all of the animals that I see on the road all the time. So I grabbed my phone, I started talking into the phone, and that's where the book was born. And then it just grew and grew and grew and grew.
It's
definitely
inspiration,
awesome.
Man. But again, when you drop this book to us, and again, definitely check it out. The Kickstarter link, because what can people expect from issue 3's Kickstarter? What are some of the rewards that people can get this Kickstarter turnaround? And are there levels where they can get the past 2 issues that came out for Roadkill Rampage?
Yes, there is a tier where you can get all three issues. We're offering, you can take, we have variant covers. We have 5 different variant covers. You can get any of those variant covers. You can get them. You can go all metal, which is you get the covers in metal. Let's see what else we have. Original artwork. So some of that gorgeous artwork that you saw is going to be available for purchase in the Kickstarter. We've got, of course, we unlocked the bookmark, and we unlocked the guitar pick. Did you guys see the guitar pick?
No, I'm gonna pull it up right now because I want to
It's
see that.
super
I
dope.
mean,
I'm
we were
looking at it now.
we had just watched Stranger Things like the weekend before, and we were coming up with additional tiers for it. And I was like, "What about a guitar pick?" And she was like, "What the hell do you want a guitar?"
Great idea.
For? I'm like, "Because it's a horror story. It's grindhouse. It's heavy metal. You know, guitar pick. Let's get a guitar pick with a Roadkill Rampage logo on it." And she was like, "Okay, whatever." So reluctantly, she jumped into the pool, and everybody that's seen her like, "Oh, I got to get a pick."
I love it. But
Yeah.
and I can see like again, like yeah, definitely with the Stranger Things influence. Like oh my gosh, Stranger Things influence a lot of stuff, especially with Eddie. But again, you I know you have some great cover artists on this too.
Let's stop right there real quick. Is the Scarlet Huntress Roadkill Rampage? If you back both campaigns, you're going to get that limited print there. That's the only way you can get it. That's Sean's character, the Scarlet Huntress, and our character there. His name is Aaron. Reveal with the Mothman in there. So
That's dope.
yeah, you back both campaigns, you get you get that print.
That's a great way to. That's a unique way to help each other out doing all that and get introduced to new stories and all that too from other creators. And
Yeah,
their
absolutely.
crowd gets to know you, his crowd, and all that. You get to introduce his crowd. But it's like again, this is and seeing like the digital pencils go from the process here. Yeah, this is like a plethora of just beautiful stuff here, and the book just gets more beautiful and beautiful in day and age. So, like again, I always ask the question: how does it feel to see that those words you wrote down now get turned into these images right here?
I've described it before, like seeing your child being born, because I don't have children, and these creations are my babies. So in the books that I don't write or that I don't draw, when I give that script to somebody, I'm handing over, my precious thing. And when I get the pages back and it's what's in my head, it's euphoric. It's like, oh my God, yes, this is perfect. And I mean, I always say that kind of reward can only be achieved. I mean, yeah, you can buy it because I had to pay for the artwork, but I had to create it, So to be able to achieve that again and again, and scene after scene after scene, it's really rewarding. Now, not every scene is exactly what's in my head, but a lot of it is, and yeah, it is very rewarding.
That's really dope here too. So you got original, and this is what I'm going to show people. So if they back to, they can get potentially original art from issue 2.
Yeah.
The original cover art. So that's actually pretty dope stuff to have added into someone's collection, especially if they're a collector of regular art. And then you have Steph and definitely Stefan and Curry working on some covers too. I know Steph has been really working on a lot of covers out there as well. So the fact that you got, it's like you got a lot of great stuff coming into this. People can actually get in this
blank
Kickstarter
cover variant. You got so much going on.
Oh yeah, the sketch cover. I love those.
I'm gonna pull up the meme for you right now. So it's gonna be Fry. Like, shut up, just take my money. Here you go.
I was gonna say, so as you've been writing and as you've been doing this for as long as you've been doing it now, with this like kind of reaching the tail end, has anything in the process changed, or has it just like refined and gotten better and easier?
I have learned, because this is the first story where we've actually used an editor, a real live living editor, not just somebody that says, "Hey, I edit comics." Real editors, and it's made me truncate my writing. It's taught me to allow the artwork to speak in certain areas, not so much text. I'm a very wordy. My stories come to me in dialogue, so I like Quentin Tarantino type dialogue, where it's just, it goes on and on and on. That's how my stories tend to come to me. The characters start talking to themselves, talking to each other, and I'm in the room listening to the conversation. So it's taught me to shave a lot of that unnecessary stuff off and shape it into a 24-page or 22-page story, linking the scenes together. You know, when you go from one to another, make sure you reestablish. Okay, now we're. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, you know, a lot of people jump from scene to scene. So, I was guilty of that a couple times here and there, but I caught on, and it was pointed out to me, and I was, just learning how to be more, just streamlining everything and being more efficient.
No, but that's cool because it's like, it's a learning process because again, we're not editors, and when you have someone else that's looking at it, it helps you to really build a great story. And again, you have a great story that's there, and I can't wait to invest into this, to get issue 3 into this collection of all this stuff. And again, Rodney, you and I have built a great relationship. We've all built a great relationship with you and all that, man. And we're excited that you get in this Kickstarter fully funded. We're definitely excited that this is the 3rd issue for one of your series for Hasm Productions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the solo screen now to pitch this project out there to everyone out there in TV land. Go right ahead.
All right, so Roadkill Rampage 3 is a continuing saga of Tess as she makes her way through the dark forest of trials and tribulations. She's not really sure what's going on, why she's in the situation that she's in, but she's definitely in it up to her knees, and she's trying to figure out why. And in issue 3, we finally figure out what's going on and kind of why it's going on. So it's definitely it's if you haven't read the first 2 issues, don't spoil it. Go get the first 2 issues so you know what has come before, because regardless of what she goes through in issue 3, she's been through a lot of crap in issues 1 and 2, especially issue 1. So yeah, it's my first foray into the horror genre. It's an absolute blast to write and to do this character arc and create it from beginning to end, and just really vibing with the horror genre. It's been a lot more rewarding than I thought it could be, and I can't wait to see what I do next.
Ooh, I can't wait, brother. Listen, man, it's been a minute since again Rhode Island Comic Con. You got the series, and again, brother, I thank you for coming to just definitely share this. And I like the fact that Eddie had inspired that guitar pick. What was going through your head when you saw that scene happening in Stranger Things of him actually rocking out?
So epic.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Yeah.
We got all of our thoughts. We need thoughts.
I just thought it was so apropos for what was going on, and just the way it kind of it was Eddie's time to shine. It was his coming of age, his realization of who he was and his importance in the grand scheme of things. Again, grand scheme of things. Be aware. So he serves his purpose, and I think at that point in time, he realizes that he was going to serve his purpose with his guitar, and he was kind of ready for it. He's like, "Yeah, let's rock balls out. This is the way I'm going to go. I'm going to go, and just crush it." Kind of like, I don't know if you guys have watched Ozark.
Yeah, I have.
I've heard that I should.
I've got a couple seasons in. You definitely should.
I won't spoil it, but something happens with the character at one of the main characters, and everybody's upset about it, and it makes absolute perfect sense why it happens, because it's life. It's what happens, and it's how.
You mean the ending?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's people.
I gotta catch up.
Yeah,
now I'm like, wait a minute, what did I miss?
Yeah, certain people's lives are built on the backs of others. We'll leave it at that.
Okay,
Rodney, you're coming in with the cryptic stuff, bro.
Yeah, for real. He's telling us like everything, like from his perspective. He's like, I'm giving you guys all the details, and we're just looking at you like, I have
so
no
confused.
idea what's going on. I'm gonna have to just take your word for it.
When it happens, it was like Rodney.
Yo, for real. We're gonna be correcting me in the group chat.
When
Like,
you watch it, I expect a text or an email going, "Holy shit, you were right."
So there is some sad news in the DC world today. So one of the things is that we found out that Batgirl has been canceled. I know some people
are
want to
we
see Michael-
surprised? Like
Is this really sad news?
genuinely, are we surprised that this happened?
I mean,
I'm not.
No,
I don't think anybody is at this point.
I mean, was the movie? I mean, I thought the movie was like pretty much like being made, and they're doing all their stuff.
They were, I think, a third of the way into production or something like that. At this
They
point,
spent already $70 million on the movie, and it was not doing well with test audiences. It was supposed to be released on HBO Max, direct for streaming. It was going to have Brendan Fraser as Firefly, Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman.
Oh, really? That would have been
Mhm.
interesting.
It
Yeah.
would have been very and again, this is probably the second project that had Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman, because rumors is that he was going to be in the Flash movie, but we all know that Urza can't keep out of the law. Miller, they canceled it because they don't want to really deal with him. So
are
he
they
got to
just
go
not
back.
releasing the Flash movie?
They
at
are
all
not
now?
going to. It's been
What's the
canceled.
point? What's the
Yeah.
point? Isn't Ezra like hiding?
Yeah, but hold on.
Isn't he on the
I thought
land?
they were-
Like there's
I
an
thought-
APB for the fucking Flash?
I thought they were just gonna go and like toss it out on HBO Max and be like, "Fuck it."
No,
That's
so
wild.
I mean, you gotta. I think that is that your mic, Law? That's cutting it out.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's not happening right now.
With the whole, I mean, you got to think about it too. You got the revelation that the Snyder cut was all fabricated.
Yo, DC is just taking L's
Hold
left
on,
and right.
it's not official. Warner Brothers reportedly still figuring out what to do with the movie as of 2 hours ago.
For Flash.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, with the heels of the Batgirl, I
It's
wouldn't
been
be surprised.
shelved, but they still don't know what they're going to do with it yet.
Because isn't that movie like complete? Like they literally made the entire movie. If I'm not mistaken. Unless it's still like in production, then I can get why like they're not sure.
I've kind of given up on any of these movies. Not giving up, but just keeping track of where they're
Join
at.
me. It's so much
you know?
better on this side.
Like
It
I'll
is
watch
so
them.
much better on this side.
I'll watch them, right? I'll watch them, but I'm not losing sleep on whether they're being made or not.
yeah.
At-
Yeah.
at-
So
At
like,
this-
the thing with Zack Snyder, I was like, Zack Snyder cut is ultimately better than the Justice League. It is. So I was like, cool, I got to see it. And I
Very
didn't
low
really-
bar.
And I was already
Again.
paying for HBO Max. I didn't really care, right? It didn't bother me. I don't care about the fucking Flash because
Right.
that was crazy. Then you got Aquaman 2, where Jason Momoa is now saying Batfleck is back. So like, this whole thing is nuts. It doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
We've got
Wait,
Batgirl.
did you say Batfleck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been announced that Batman,
Batman,
Ben Affleck
yeah,
is
Batman,
Batman.
He had a selfie with him the other day. And he was like, "Oh yeah, he's back," or whatever the case is.
saying he's back.
When
for
did he
Aquaman
ever
2.
leave?
He didn't.
So it's been like that thing where like, you ever see like the photos when Walking Dead, like everyone got a character killed from the original group, and then it just like grayed out at some point. They're doing that with the Justice League, where they just gray out a character.
Yeah. So at this
So,
point,
like-
it's just been Jason and Gal
Jason
and
Gal-
Ezra.
It
until
was Ezra
recently.
so recently, and then Batfleck we thought was out because like they obviously went with Pattinson, and they're doing a whole bunch of like different shit.
And
So
they're
they're
bringing
like,
back Michael Keaton, so it just felt like they were doing everything in their power not to have anything with Batman. And then Henry Cavill is playing video
He's been
games.
he's been
Living his
talking
best
to
dirty
Marvel.
Yeah.
He might come
he's
over
been
to
talking
Marvel.
He's been talking to Marvel. He's been fucking
living his best
living
dirty life.
best life
Hey,
as
I wanna-
Gerard of Riviere. Like, come on.
I want to ask Rodney this about Henry Cavill. So it's been rumored right now, so that he has been meeting with Marvel. One previous rumor was that he was going to play Union Jack, but now the new rumor is that he may be Mr. Fantastic. Rodney, how do you feel about that possible rumor?
I would rather see him as Mr. Fantastic than what John
Krasinski.
Krasinski?
Krasinski. Yeah, I've never liked that casting at all.
Really?
No, because he doesn't look I know, doesn't look anything like Reed. Henry at least kind of looks like Reed. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being too nerdy. But
I also think he's too built to be Reed.
I think Henry Cavill would be amazing as Doctor Doom. I think he could do Doctor Doom. First of all, like no one gives Cavill any sort of credit in regards to his acting because
I love him. Fantastic.
I love him. I love him in
The Witcher.
The Witcher.
Oh.
He's amazing in Mission Impossible.
You know,
He was good in Superman.
You know, Superman. He doesn't have any lines. Like he doesn't have any.
What's the one that he played? Like I think it was a Greek movie. One of the gods thing.
The Immortals. The Immortals.
Yes.
The Immortals. Yeah.
It's pretty good there too.
Yeah. So
I thought I heard
like
him
the guy.
say that he wanted to play Captain Britain.
He at one
He
point
did.
that was rumored. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I thought would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, that fits him.
Yeah.
But here's a rumor about Doctor Doom is that Giancarlo Esposito may be playing Doctor Doom.
No.
Really?
That is rumored. That hasn't been anything confirmed.
So
but
he's a great villain, but I think
it's
he'd
either
be wasted
him-
on him.
I don't
They
want
said
him in
it's
a
either
fucking
him-
mask.
They said
Right.
it's either him. Wait. They said it's either Doctor Doom or Professor X. It's one of the two that's rumored that he
No.
may be playing.
Neither or.
Make him
Nope.
Magneto, if anything. But even that gets
Yeah,
tricky.
I'll take.
I don't want to
Yeah,
see him. I don't want to see him bald, and I don't want to see him in a mask. Like that's kind of where I'm at with Giancarlo Esposito. I need him to be like you know how Jonathan Majors at this point. I think they're kind of saying that he's not going to be blue. He's going to have all the armor and stuff for
Mhm.
Kang, but they're not going to paint his face. From
I'm
what
here for
I'm understanding,
I'm here for it.
and I'm all here for that too. But if we're gonna get Giancarlo Esposito, I want him like, you know, either he's gonna be a voice, like Spader was for Ultron, or he's gonna be in person. I don't want him like in a mask.
Wasn't
I
he
agree.
the voice of Watu in
No,
Was-
you're
was that
thinking
you?
of the other dude who just played Commissioner Gordon.
yes,
and,
yes.
No,
that was
I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
yeah, it wasn't him.
What's his name? Jeffrey
Wright.
Right.
Wright. Yeah, he's in Westworld.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
did a good job
Which
as
I
the
have
host
to
of the
freaking
show.
catch
I like
up on, man. I heard so many good things about this season.
You know what? I resisted that for so long, and we started watching that about a month ago, and now we're like strung out, man.
Is it that good?
Yeah, it's good. We
We
every
tried.
night we lay in bed and try to get 2 episodes in. But
So season 2 is a bit rougher to get through, from what I'm told. But this season, everyone's just like, "Yo, it's amazing."
we're on season 2 right now. It's okay. I mean, season 1's really good.
Right, and I think that's what the case is with most shows. Is like season 1 just is phenomenal, so it's hard to top it.
Yeah, but we're digging it. We're totally digging it.
Yeah, I keep Justice's best friend keeps saying, watch it. Westworld's so awesome. I'm like, damn, it's on the list. It's on the list with so much stuff. There's just so much content out there.
Your list should be
My list is goddamn long. That's
Listen,
what it
listen.
is.
Your list is long because you put things there that don't need to be there. We need to work on your list.
Like Resident Evil.
Rewrite your list so you
Listen,
have a
listen,
proper
listen.
list.
Someone had to go ahead, Rod.
No.
I got a question. Has anybody here watched Barry?
Yeah,
Barry, I watched a few
No.
episodes of
Love
Barry.
it.
Barry,
Barry's
it's
so good.
Yeah, it is.
I've heard good
If you
things, but I
haven't
haven't watched it yet.
Check it out. It is the best.
Okay.
Barry's really good.
It's like dark humor. It is right up your alley.
Barry's very good. This is outside of the fantasy sci-fi. Barry's very good. We've been watching Only Murders in the Building on Hulu, which is fucking awesome.
Isn't it the flight attendant? Another good one. The one with Kaylee Cuoco.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually really good.
I saw like bits and pieces of it when I was on vacation. I was like, "The hell is this?"
Yeah.
But I've already
Really get to
And,
watch her stretch her wings as an actress, especially the first couple episodes.
Nice.
Well, Val's recommended C to us. I've already started watching the first episode. I just, had guests this weekend, so I'm going to try to have that finished by next Tuesday. But I did see the first.
He watched
beginning
5
opening-
minutes of the first
No.
episode.
I watched the
bet,
opening
I bet.
battle sequence, and
Okay.
and I'm
Okay,
like,
so he actually
that
knows what's
was
going
really
on.
interesting. That whole battle sequence that they did. So I love the premise that everybody's blind, and in that whole battle sequence and how they did that, I was like, oh. This is really dope. But
He
why do
knows what's going on. Okay.
I thank my brother for coming this weekend, but I was like, I wish I could just sit down and binge watch the show this weekend. It's really good. That opening.
Now
how it is when you got shows that
I can
reel
finish
you
my
in.
binge.
I was
All
like, okay, there we go. I'm gonna finish my binge this weekend.
Listen, I have been talking about this show since I first came, guys, and I don't have faith that you're gonna watch it, but I'll allow it. We'll see.
You don't have faith that who's gonna watch it?
Bet you tacos that I have it done by next Tuesday.
I was like, listen, I've been
first
invested
season
trying
by next
to finish
Tuesday.
it.
Right.
I will bet you tacos.
Sure.
You gotta go to New York, man.
Well, we might be going to New York on the 13th of August. Go to GoSciCon, so that'll be the first. This weekend I was at the national convention.
Oh shit, that's next week.
What, the 13th?
Oh wow.
It's funny enough. August. Someone asked me about the 13th.
It's August already.
Oh wow.
Maybe.
On May.
Oh
right.
Man.
This year's flown by.
It's all molded together. No, I was at the national convention this weekend and learned that some people are selling cards, sports cards, that are about the equivalent of some people's incomes. I saw a 53K card sitting there on display.
If Kira is still here, Kira and Big and all the crew, they're the Pokemon people. They know. They are in that community and they know about the card collections.
No, I give a shout out to my brother. He did.
Hey, your girl's back. What's going on, Michelle?
So just to let everyone know who's joining in, we have Rodney Fyke on the mic today with us, joining us. He is promoting Roadkill Rampage 3. Issue 3 is out on Kickstarter. Go ahead and support it. It is there. The link is in the YouTube description. If you're watching on Twitch, just go to the YouTube channel. The description is there. Lol shared the description earlier. We'll drop it again. You can go there. There are some great rewards. You can also get the other two last issues, issue 1 and 2, from the Kickstarter campaign. It is out there. And Rodney has been promoting this book. Again, if you want to see, if you're a big fan of like horror, action, this is definitely a book you want to add into your collection.
You don't know what's going on.
He was very cryptic. And if you want to see and learn more about this, about Roadkill Rampage, watch this episode on demand because Rodney goes over it.
George says season 2 of Flight Attendant is trash.
George is like, it's basura.
Strong comments from George coming from the comment section again.
Haven't seen season 2 yet.
George could fill me on it because I think I'm supposed to be definitely on Cash the Craze next week promoting doing your and definitely we're gonna be talking about Rodney when I'm coming on your show, and we're gonna be doing some drawing and all that. But yeah,
next week I just want to put it out there. We have, because obviously C is now on the block, so let's I'm here. I can finish season 1. I can finish all 3 seasons if I want to.
If you guys are seriously about going to watch it, I'll rewatch it just so it's fresh in my mind. I loved it that much. But
I'm down for it.
How many seasons?
Other show?
Two.
They announced the 3rd season too.
Also gonna, Teen Wolf is the other show, which I'm super excited for.
Teen Wolf. Yes, that was my other one.
Just because the movie's coming out and I'm here for it. But I was going to say, we have Prey coming out this week. We have Prey coming out this week, and we have Sandman. I'm down for all of it. Just let me know what's happening because I'm watching all 3 of those.
I'm definitely watching Prey this weekend. And then I will start watching C. I will start watching C. We've been watching Curb Your Enthusiasm at night, but we'll watch C.
Love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
And I'll put on Sandman. I don't know if Jackie's gonna watch it, but I'll put it on. If she's into it, she'll watch it. Not she'll walk away.
Rodney, you gotta see that opening battle sequence. It's blind people fighting blind people.
Are you saying Seed?
C.
S-E.
Like as they see S.
Oh, Seed. Okay. That's Jason Momoa, right?
Yep.
Yeah, on Apple TV.
What's going on?
They do the haka too. I was like, oh, I would be. I'm sorry if I was blind and I was in a battle and I heard that happening on the other side. I'm like, nah, I'm going the other way, dude.
Apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Let's say no one's born with sight anymore, basically.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Like sight's been gone for like I think it's like a couple hundred more years.
Yeah.
So like it's wild.
It's a very good. You'd be surprised how good it is, and I can't wait for the guys to watch it. I've been telling them for quite some time because I was told pick 2 shows out. We'll watch whatever you want.
And we're gonna watch it. It's happening. It's happening next week. It's gonna be Val's episode. He's gonna be hosting and running the whole show.
Oh, I'll let you know if we get through it. Like I'm not.
Yeah, keep me posted if you get to it. If not, we'll have to watch one of the other. We'll have to get everybody on the same page for the other ones.
I know definitely C and not C. I know Prey, since it's a movie, is definitely I'll have that done.
Mm-hmm.
And Sandman, I'll definitely watch it. It just depends on how long the.
I know a lot of people were like not looking forward to Sandman because if you read the comic book, based like it's the comic book is like in the 80s. It's written of that time and that era, and it can move kind of slow, so it doesn't grab a lot of people.
Like Watchmen?
Yes, but not as bad.
Watchmen isn't bad.
Wasn't
It's just
great, though.
The comic.
It was okay. It's good.
I mean, it's a groundbreaking comic for what it is.
Right.
Sure.
But so is Sandman. But it's two different scopes, because this is like its own pocket in DC, like and Vertigo kind of thing. Whatever. Anyways, I'm just saying I'm gonna defend. This is my one I'm gonna defend. Like, go watch it. Actually, I would suggest watching Neil Gaiman react to the trailer of it, because I think that was amazing.
You know what's a groundbreaking comic? Roadkill Rampage. You guys could go to the YouTube description right there. Support the Kickstarter. Get it free. And I gotta do the shameless plug. That's it. I am about
Underdog,
advertising.
Concrete Combat, everybody's comic.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not taking Tina's job. Tina does it great though. No, but Rob, what have you watched this year? Some shows and all that. What
are your recommendations? What you got for us?
Well, I recommended Barry. We finally started watching Westworld. What else have we been watching? I
know, is this so much?
Are you up to date on all the Marvel series on Disney Plus?
Yes. We watched. And if I'm being 100% honest, and I'll be 100% honest, I wasn't feeling Moon Knight.
I could understand that. Trust me, it's
Seabass is on the same boat with you.
I don't the episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6. I fell asleep, and I haven't bothered to go back and watch them.
I feel what was it that show? I feel like they were trying to fix it.
Well,
You didn't finish it. You don't have that's not a fair assessment if you
his playback says he finished it.
Okay. This way. Can't make me go back and watch it. I don't know.
Hold on. Michelle. Thank you, because those are the best episodes of the series.
I know. You know what the problem is it's that, we don't watch TV till the end of the day, and it's like 10:30 at night, and it's so it's been a long day, and we're both just dog tired. Yeah. So if it's a slow thing like what was it? What the hell was it? The time thing. Maybe, what was that thing we watched? Hang on. What was that D&D we watched that I keep? It was one season. I know we're talking.
There's so many shows.
It's like you want a live show, it doesn't matter.
Now I'm invested because I want to know what you're talking about.
The Green Room.
What is it? It's
Give me more about it.
The Wheel of Time.
It's yes. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't great.
I could not get into it.
I don't know what it was.
I tried.
I'm not saying it was great. I'm saying it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Of course, The Boys just outshines everything else on TV.
How did you feel about this season?
Oh man,
it was awesome. It was just when you think they can't get more depraved. One side the penis.
It gets worse.
Yeah, it's just it's Garth Ennis at its best. It's just just the acting. It's just out of sight. I just can't say enough good about it.
Yeah.
So speaking of The Boys, right? So in your sample pages that you sent us, that page 3, where the I guess he's the manifestation of the darkness that's in the forest, where he punches or squeezes that guy's head. It reminded me of like a Boys panel.
Yeah.
Like of how gory your artist got it done, like with the brain bits and everything. I was like, oh, I've seen this before. I've seen this level of gore.
You gotta catch up.
Yeah, The Boys was I just have to know like what was going through that actor's head when he read that script. it's like, yeah, you're gonna be your character shrinks and you're gonna be walking to a big penis. Like, and I want to know what was going through his mind. Like,
A big non-CGI penis.
Yeah, he was probably going.
You have to emphasize that was practical effects, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh man, listen, it gave us so much this season for the boys. We got a fun scene with Seth Rogen, which we would never get out of our heads too.
No, you get it. You keep putting it in
you
our
keep
heads.
bringing
it up.
No
one is thinking about Seth Rogen.
It was extra long. It didn't need to be that long. Just like it's what was it?
Sir,
Remember
sir.
For you,
what was it, the food
it was
movie?
minuscule
What was the
to
food
me.
movie again?
No, stop.
Sausage
No
party.
one's talking about fapping Seth Rogen, okay? Let's leave it alone.
Yeah, no one.
All right. And the fact
I will
that you
say,
gotta keep bringing it up, I'm like, Jesus, man.
again, because I said it before, please watch Paper Girls. It's so good. If you guys just want your like sci-fi, like time traveling fix,
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm definitely gonna give it a shot.
I had the pleasure of meeting Cliff Chang once. Like literally, he was doing like a comic book store like kind of signing kind of thing, and I was like, oh shit, cool. And this was like early on when like the first trade back for the book came out. So I was like, oh, how's it going? I wanted like I think a Wonder Woman print signed by him or something like that, and he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And my buddy was like, dude, check out his comic. You're not going to regret it. I was like, all right, cool. I read the first issue and I was like, what the fuck did I just read? Oh my God, this is awesome. Because again, everyone's like, oh, this is the answer to Stranger Things. It is so unlike Stranger Things. I promise you that. It is completely just unrelated. It's sci-fi.
From what I saw in the trailer, these girls go to the future, meet their future selves, and go back to the past. I'm not entirely sure. I know it's time travel.
It's a lot of jumping. So, like, they go through different timelines, meet version of themselves or family members, whatever the case is. But essentially, they're just trying to get back home. They're trying to get back to their like proper timeline. So essentially, like the show and the book starts in 1988, the day after Halloween. So they're just there going around doing the paper route kind of thing, and then they end up in this whole like
when you first said the name,
wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
I genuinely thought the title was cartoon. I thought it was also anime. I had no idea it was
a lot of people
actual
like
people.
Yeah, so it's a very
about paper girls. Like literally delivering paper.
So it's one of those series like I know a lot of teens and a lot of people like critically were like love the comic itself, but I'm so surprised that it got like until maybe like a couple weeks ago I didn't know that they were making a series. So like I'm very shocked that like a book that was received this well and got so many accolades like it did, no one like promoted the hell out of this show, and it still ended up doing really well, which I'm glad, because I was really skeptical because they didn't promote it. I was like, oh man, they're just gonna put some like really bad CGI nonsense, but they did their thing, and they have actually like really good actors. Shout out to the 4 girls who play the paper girls. They're awesome. So it was like a really fun watch this weekend. I managed to binge like 3 shows, I think.
Okay.
Volume 1 is on Comixology if you have Comixology Unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harley
the actual
show?
comics itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harley Quinn show
is coming back. With
it's already back. The first 3 episodes I watched.
First 3 episodes.
And then I watched an anime and whatnot. So.
Well, I've been rewatching. Started with its 4th season, Overlord, which has been a great anime to watch. I think I'm gonna let more episodes build because of like I can't do the episodics like with Overlord because there's so much happening, and then by the time I like catch back up, I'm like, there's too many moving pieces.
I probably won't watch it.
Overlord?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't watched it already.
It's pretty good. It's another isekai. It's another isekai, but it's like again, it's more of the fact that this guy is playing unknown to him, kind of like the villain in this world. where it's like, okay, it's like it's just a very different isekai. He's like so pretty much it was this game that was coming to an end, and all him and his friends, they played this online game where they all played non-human characters, and he played a lich wizard or dark wizard. And so he's the last one sitting there in his guild before the game shuts down, and so he's just sitting there.
Fell asleep at
his computer, yeah, and wakes up, and all of a sudden the world is now real, where the characters are real, the NPCs, but they were just transported into another world.
Yeah, and
he's like just this overpowered character that's there in this world, and he's trying to figure out like what's going on. Unbeknownst to him, because again, it was all the NPCs they created for their guild, like servants and all that, and bosses to defend against other guilds, don't like humans. So it's like this whole cross thing. So it's like, again, he's in this very gray area where he's like he's trying to be good, but also too is a little bit evil. But it's like the whole world over there too is a little bit messed up in their political system and all that with how they view things and everything. So it's a very interesting mix.
You're losing me.
You gotta watch it. Just watch it. It does when you watch it, does its justice. But anyway, Rodney, I want you to plug away again. I'm gonna give you a plug.
Oh man, we're already at the hour.
We're at the hour, so I want to get you a plug again to plug away.
That was quick.
Time flies by when you're having fun.
It does. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, folks, so we're here plugging Roadkill Rampage 3. It's the continuing saga of Tess as she's trying to make her way home, and we finally get to figure out, we get some answers in this issue. Issue 2 definitely left us with a cliffhanger, and we picked right up where she winds up after issue 2, and it's chaos. So come check it out and get the answers to all the questions you've been asking when she gets the answers. Not all of the answers, but some of the answers to make her realize how screwed she just might be.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought you would get good answers. Like, wait a minute, what? I thought she's on the good side. They're protecting her, no? Maybe not. Am I wrong? Oh my God, I need to get the next episode.
Good is a matter of perspective. Good is a matter of choices.
Very cryptic, Rodney. Very cryptic. I'm just saying.
Life is about choices.
I love it. So next week, yes, we're gonna be talking about Prey, definitely the new Predator movie, and we're gonna try to hit the first season of C. Yes, Val, promise we will get through this. We will be talking about C next week.
Wait, Michelle.
Wait, that's right.
Answers, not good ones. That's
right.
Great.
I'm concerned because I'm thinking we're getting answers. Oh my God, this is gonna be great. And now you're like, wait a minute, wait, what? So now I gotta wait and see. Okay.
Oh man.
Listen, I mean, from when you first came onto the show and you introduced this book to us, just the adventure that Tess has been on so far, it's been a wild ride to see what's going to happen in issue 3. I know you're definitely, it's spinning in your head right now, going, oh, I can't wait for you guys to see what happens. It's just one of those things that's like, yeah. Where's that meme for Fry again? Like, shut up, take my money. Guys, just give it to him. You want this issue in your collection. The art is beautiful. The story is phenomenal. It's one of the many few Kickstarters that definitely we've had the opportunity of backing and everything, and definitely adding. It's one of those comics that you definitely want to add to your collection. And then what was it? Next issue, the 4th issue is the final episode, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
man.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Nice.
Man.
Please say that.
I'll be
Something
looking
new.
forward to it. You gotta come back before that one.
Yes.
Absolutely, we will absolutely come back, and like I said, we're going to have Adam do the live read of what happens in issue 4 and let everybody see it.
Ooh,
That's happening this week.
No, it's down the road.
Down.
Okay.
We'll
I gotta make sure to tune in.
we'll let everybody know.
Yes, that
That'd be nice.
I love it when people get their reaction. They're really like,
If Val's reaction was anything like what you're expecting, oh man, this is gonna be great.
But no, this has been another fun episode of Nerds of the Round.
Absolutely.
Another one of the books. We had a lot of great stuff today. So Roadkill Rampage, Kickstarter link is in the YouTube subscription. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're almost at 300. We're at 297. So please subscribe to the YouTube channel.
3 away.
We are no longer on Facebook, so follow us on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you tune into Law's Twitch channel as well. He's on every Wednesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. He's taking a little bit of break. What is it? Next week? This week?
This week potentially.
This week potentially. But again, just follow it, subscribe, support. Concrete Combat has been released on the Patreon. Go to the Patreon page. The link is in the YouTube description. And yes, we have promised Val that C will be talked about next week.
Wait, that's not
promised.
That was not what Tone said.
You making
That is-
bold
right.
promises.
I'm being cotton right now.
Just when you make your announcement and your whatever image you create, we'll discuss it in our chat. We know that Sandman is coming out. We know that Prey is coming out. We know that we will all start watching or rewatching C, and we will decide on what we are discussing. If I was a betting man, I would probably say Sandman and Prey. If I was a betting man.
Right. Right.
Well, I mean, there are tacos on the line, but I don't know.
No, they're not.
You're putting tacos on the line. No one issued a challenge to you. You were just like, I'll bet you tacos, and like that wasn't even the
just doing it to yourself, kid.
You
Just doing it to yourself.
Doing it to yourself. I get that. Maybe Friday's payday for you, and you're looking to spend some cash. But like, come on, man.
I'm just looking for an excuse to go get tacos.
I drop links to new music if you guys want to check it out. Go check out Brady Demetrius, my cousin Bass. Enjoy.
Awesome. Thank you.
And again, if you're tuning in, please go back, watch the episode on demand, learn about Rodney. The His Productions website is in the description as well on the YouTube website. Make sure you're following everything that they're doing over there at His Productions, because again, they have some great stories, great comics out there. They're really doing a phenomenal thing. You guys are really doing a phenomenal thing out there with the indie comics industry and everything, supporting indies and all that. And again, Rodney, we always love you having on the show, brother.
I love to be on with you guys. You guys are the best.
Thank you.
So are you.
Aww.
And now we're going to play that beautiful beam music. This has been your boy Sebastian.
Then your boy Law.
Your boy Tone from across the hall.
With
Of course, last but not least, Vmac.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's go.
beautiful beam music in 3, 2,